Good evening, everyone. Thank you so much for coming. I hope that you're having a lovely evening. If you're new here, my name is Sunsaray, also known as Enamored Beauty, here on Instagram, over on the Clock app, and on YouTube. So if you would like, I would definitely appreciate it if you'd follow me on those other platforms. I'm going to check the chat now and see who's here and welcome you all in. Hi, Kat. How are you? Hi, Coleco. How are you? I hope you all are doing well. My face is freshly washed, so we are going to do some makeup as well. But I think to start off, I want to start with the swatch party. So, hey, Keisha, how are you? So tonight I'm going to do it just a little bit different. I'm going to do the swatches first, and then we'll do the makeup and a couple of looks. Good evening, good evening. Now, I noticed that I don't have nothing on my lips and they look a little dry here. So, let me, I did it again, didn't I? I left my lip product on that I was going to use somewhere else. So what we'll do is I'm going to just put on the KJH Hyper Shine Serum, because you can also use this as a gloss. So I'm going to do that. It's so pretty. And that way my lips are hydrated. So again, that was the Hyper Shine Serum by KJH brand. And yes, I'm going to be using the Natasha Denona I Need a Warm palette is what we're here to swatch tonight. We are going to be using that Dior Duo as well, yes. And I will be using that Valentino lip, but I'll have to get up and get it when we get to that point, which I'm totally fine with doing. So let's get started. So this is the Natasha Denona. I'm sorry, let me start over. Sorry. So tonight we're going to be swatching the Natasha Denona I Need a Warm palette. It is the newly released palette. It retails for $69 US dollars at Sephora, and also Ulta, as well as Natasha's website and several other retailers. It is inspired by the I Need a Nude palette. It has 15 shades and it has 2 new formulas. So let me just grab some information that I printed out here to share with you all. So I'm just going to read the blurb. Hey, Brittany, how are you? So this palette, I'm going to hold it up while I read it to you guys. So this is the palette. It's really pretty. Okay. And so I'm going to read to you what it says here. It says, it is inspired by the best-selling I Need a Nude eyeshadow palette. Natasha Denona's I Need a Warm eyeshadow palette features 15 warm neutral shades in her signature formulas. The perfect constellation of warm nudes and sparkling champagne tones, mix and match for a subtle everyday look or a sparkling ethereal glam. The new velvety smooth slip cream matte formula effortlessly glides onto the lids for a rich luminous matte finish, while the new metal gloss pigments add a reflective dimension and liquid-like finish. With this timeless palette, you can easily tone up or down any eye look. So this sounds amazing. And let's just remember, it has 15 shadows, featuring her iconic formulas in a creamy matte, metallic, and sparkling formulas, along with 2 brand new innovative formulas. A new talc-free slip cream matte formula is a velvety smooth texture that effortlessly glides onto the lids for a luminous matte finish. And then there is a high foiled metal gloss formula that adds a reflective dimension and mesmerizing liquid-like finish to eyelids, creates everyday subtle to sparkling glam looks. Okay, so that's what it says. And it also has some instructions on how to use the shades. So for the matte shades, it says to use for a seamless diffuse finish, apply in swiping motions with a fluffy eyeshadow brush, ensuring to tap off the excess. It says for maximum color payoff, you want to apply it with a soft, dense eyeshadow brush in packing motions and then blend to diffuse. So we will work with both of those. For the metallic and the sparkling shades, it says for maximum payoff, you want to use a soft, dense eyeshadow brush in a packing motion. For a foiled finish, apply with a damp, dense eyeshadow brush or with the tip of your finger. All right. So that is her description. So sorry about that. I just wanted to get that information up front. Now let's get into our swatch party. So I'm going to start. I think I'll do from left to right. Okay, so we'll go this row first, then this row, then this row. All right. So this first shade is called Soft Spot. It is a medium earthy brown with a matte finish. That's what it looks like on the finger. And that's what it looks like on my arm. The next shade is Fancy, and it is described as a champagne with a metallic finish. Wow, that is pretty. That's going to be very beautiful for like an inner corner highlight. The next shade is Mellow. It's described as a light peachy nude with a matte finish. And I want to share with you all the reason that I picked this palette up. I did not find a lot of medium to deep skinned reviews on this palette at all. Hi, Christiane. Thank you for joining. And that made me want to pick it up because I feel like if we don't, review it or try it, how will we know how it works? Now, the next shade is called Phenomena, and it is described as a peach pink green with a multi-chrome finish. Oh, that's pretty. And they do feel really good, you guys, on the skin. Oh, that's butter. Look at the shift. Oh, that's going to be fire. That is beautiful. The next shade is called Ripe, and it is described as a light medium peach brown with a matte finish. Me too. I like that shift as well. Now, I will say that these mattes are looking a little bit ashy, but I don't think they're going to show up that way on the eye. So I just want to say that ahead of time. The next one is Elm, and it's described as a light bronzy nude with a sparkling foiled finish. Yes, there are repeat shades, and she did divulge that information in the description. If you take a look at her page and her video, she did say that there are repeat shades in this palette. So I was definitely aware of that before I picked it up. Okay, the next shade is called Snug, and it is described as a soft bronze with a metal gloss finish. Okay. Snug. Let me pick a little bit more of that one up. I'm going to have to turn it on my inside of my wrist soon. The next one is Them, and it is described as a deep, warm brown with a matte finish. And you guys, my skin is feeling tight. Let me stop real quick and put some of this Bobbi Brown on here. This is the vitamin enriched smoothing serum. You guys know that I love this, and I need to hydrate my face real quick. So sorry about that. All right, there we are. I feel better now. Okay. So, and I am excited about these browns, because I've always wanted deeper browns, from her. So this is Vim. Let me get another. Swatch. See, okay, there we go. The next shade is Push. It's a medium rusty rose gold with a sparkling foil finish. The next shade is called Fervor, a medium warm caramel with a matte finish. Yeah, that one's like my skin tone. I feel like my light is playing tricks right now. Um, the next one is called Pep, a medium warm brown with a matte finish. Homey, described as a warm nude with a metal gloss finish. Absolutely, Nikki, I agree. So this is Homey. All right, we're going to be going in the inner arm for the last three shades here. Hanker, which, let me look on the back of the palette. Hello, Colored Outside the Lines. Thanks for joining. Let's see. You guys forgive me. These last three I'm not going to be able to give you because my printer blocked it out. So let's just swatch Hanker. And I'll try to describe it as I think it is. So I'd say that is a brown gold, bronzy color. Next one is what is it? Dynamism. Oh, that's like a rosy bronze color. And the last one is called Flashover. And this one looks like a brown. Hello, Virtuous Booty. Hi, Virtuous Beauty. Thank you for joining. So these are the shades, all swatched out. And let me see if I tone down the light just a touch, how that makes us look here. Yeah, I think I'll take better photos of the palette and swatches later. I might re-swatch it in a reel. I just wanted to include the swatches in our video. Tonight we are swatching the Natasha Denona I Need a Warm palette. And that's what we're going to be working with. This palette again retails for $69 US. It's available at Sephora, Ulta, Beautylish, and several other retailers. You can get it on Natasha Denona's website directly, and if you use the code SUNSERAY, then you can save 15% off of your purchase, and I will earn a small commission. All right, so we've done our swatch party. You guys let me know what you feel in the chat. And while you all do that, I'm going to get to putting on some makeup now so that we can do our eye look. Something exciting. I was able to go in store today at Sephora, and I was able to get samples of the new Patrick Ta Major Skin Hydrolux Luminous Skin Perfecting Foundation for Natural Glow. I requested the shades 18 and 19, so we're going to swatch those both on my cheek. Using the Sephora Shade Finder, they say that 18 is the best shade for me, but we are going to swatch both 18 and 19 to see which shade we feel is the best. So the first shade I'm going to swatch on my face is shade number 18. That looks a little light, but this is what they say was the shade that they recommended. I know, right? So this is shade 18. That's way too light. And then this is the shade 19. Which I think is also too light, but we're going to go with it. So shade 18 and shade 19. And I did not ask them in store to match me because I didn't have the time. So I just asked for, these two shades. I should have maybe asked for shade 20, but we'll go with shade 19. And I'll take 18 off. So this is 18 and this is 19. And Nikki, can you, no, they didn't match me. No, they didn't match me. I used the shade finder on their website. It was really an in and out thing because I had to get out of there. It was like I had to drop something and then go. But if 19 ends up not working, I will likely go in store on the 29th when they have an in-store event here in my city. So yeah, 19. Okay, 19, let's see. I'm going to use 19 everywhere. Oh, because I didn't have the time, but I wanted to try it. I should have asked for 20 as well, but I thought 20 was too dark based on the photos that I've seen online. Okay, I'll do that for you, Nikki. I'll do it on the other side. Let me blend this out. This side is shade 19. Yeah, I was really in and out of there, you guys. I couldn't hang around today. They were busy in there too, so you're welcome. No worries. I'll go back and do it. Let me just put a little more here. This is shade 19. I'm gonna bronze up, so it'll be fine. Let me bring this light down a little bit. What is going on with the light? Okay, that's better. Okay, let's see. So this is 19. And let me look in my mirror because I don't think this looks ghostly at all, really. I think this is way better than 18. Yeah, no, this looks perfect. 19 is very pretty. Okay, let's see. Where'd it go? Okay, so let me show you 18 over here again. Nikki, this is 18. Wait, 18? Okay. And this one is 19. Hiya, brown girl. Thank you for joining. So this is shade 18, and this is shade 19. And shade 20 looks really deep, so I don't know that that would work. I think if I had to choose, I would definitely go 19. Absolutely, I agree. Yeah, 19 is the one. So I'm going to take 18 off over here. And I'm going to put 19 on the rest of this side of the face also. It feels really good on the skin. So that's a good sign. Again, this is the new Patrick Ta foundation. It has a super long name, so forgive me. It is called the Major Skin Hydrolux Luminous Skin Perfecting Foundation for a Natural Glow. It's definitely giving glowy. That's for sure. I'm going to say 19 is probably going to be my best match, but I will go in store and get 20 to double check. I mean, I'm here as a resource to you all, so I want to be a good resource. But I can tell you that 20 looks like it's going to be too deep based on the model. And we all know that doesn't 100% always mean that that's true. But this shade, I think, works well. Um, yeah, you guys check out shade 20 online and let me know. Having a name that long is petty. Listen. Let me give you guys the details on this foundation. It's 30 mLs for $58. Um, and this is his first liquid foundation. Okay, so this is 19. Yeah, sorry guys. Yeah, I think 19 looks pretty good. Again, you guys know I'll get a daylight shot, but I gotta hurry up with this complexion so we can get at least one of these eye look on. And I think for the sake of the formulas, we'll try. Oh, if anyone's wondering, this is the Ami Colé Brow Gel. And I'm just going to lay my brows down so that they look decent. Does it? Okay, let me see. Oh, let me see. Um, we don't want to be flashy blue. Sorry, guys. Let me. I don't know how to. So this is with the light off, just so you guys can see it really quick. Let me pick my light up. Um, so this is natural lighting. I think it looks fine. Let me. Okay, I turned it down a little bit. Okay, what do we think about this lighting, guys? This still allows you guys to see me. And it's not so bright, and I believe more true to color. And this one even shows the swatches better. Okay, it's better. Okay, we'll leave it there. Sorry, guys. I should have tried to get the lighting. Okay, so now let's do some concealing real quick. We're going to color correct with my NARS color corrector. And we are going to conceal with my NARS Radiant Creamy. I'm sorry, not in Radiant Creamy. The Soft Matte Complete Concealer. And then we're going to do 2 eye looks. We're going to do 1 on each eye because we are exploring this palette. So I'll do one that's more of an everyday look. And then one that may be a little glam. This is the Soft Matte Concealer by NARS in the shade Truffle. I like this lighting way better than the other one, so I'm going to leave it on this setting. That's funny, Kat. I didn't think that this 19 was ghostly at all. It always looked fine to me. It did look a little light, but now that I see it in this lighting, it doesn't. And I'm hoping when I do the natural, I'm going to go do natural lighting video after we're done. If it looks ghostly, y'all won't see it. No. No, I'm just kidding. I'll post it because I like real reviews. So hopefully it doesn't look ghostly. But I feel like between 19 and 20, I definitely think that 19 is the best shade based, again, on the models alone. Okay, now we are going to contour really quick before we get into the eyeshadow look. So I'm just gonna contour here. And we know that, of course, this is going to make it better anyway, because we're adding some dimension back to the face. So just do a little bit there, a little bit here. You know I see a lot of people do that. They buy a lighter foundation, but then they bronze up. I don't really prefer to do that because sometimes I like to just wear my foundation. So I wouldn't quote unquote make it work. If like I don't find a shade that works, then it just won't be one that is purchased. I mean, that's just my thing. And I know not everyone feels that way, but I don't like to make things work. Either it'll work or it won't. Hey, Makeup Esquire, good to see you here. Just using this Dior Contour and Glow palette to add a little dimension really quick before we start our eye look. We will be using the Natasha Denona I Need a Warm palette. Yeah, definitely, Kat. So I mean, I'll post it regardless. But yeah, I definitely 18 was way too light, and that's the shade that the Sephora app recommended for me. So we know that that was way off. All right, I think I want to do a little more. I'm going to go with my other brush though to do, just use the candle tip. I like how it paints on. All right, and then I'm going to use my Dior bronzer, shade 8. Hi, son. What are you doing? Okay, son. What are you doing? No, baby. Come on. Mommy's working. Okay, son. Mommy's working. What are you doing? Okay, son. Mommy's working. Go to the other bathroom, please. Nakai, can you please come get him? Okay, son. Come on. Mommy's working. No, 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 no. They can see you. Oh, my God. Sorry, guys. Excuse me. Son. Let me mute real quick, guys. Sorry. Sorry, guys. Thank you for your patience. Okay. Let's see. Oh, okay. Thank God. Okay. I was like, they can see you. Okay. All right. So I love this brush, you guys, and this bronzer too. Okay. So now that we've added some warmth back to the face, it doesn't look too bad. So now we are going to get into the eyeshadow palette. And you guys know I keep it real over here. So if at the end I don't like this after I use it, I think Sephora's policy is what? I think there's a 30-day return policy, but I'm going to try a few looks. We're going to play with them. We're going to see how it works. And we're going to see, do we need a warm? Right? Do we need a warm? Now, in my opinion, when I first saw this palette, I thought it was beautiful. However, I have Biba, I have I Need a Nude, I have Bronze. Bronze I'm actually gifting to my niece, so I don't technically have it anymore. But again, for the sake of deeper complected folk like myself, I felt that there needed to be more than just one review online. So I'm here to do this with you guys tonight. And then probably tomorrow I'll do another look or two just to get a sense of how I feel about it. Hi, Gordy. How are you? So, excuse me. We're going to start. I think I want to do the shade Flash Over. Okay. And we'll do Flash Over with the T6 brush. So this is, again, a matte. And this is a soft, dense eyeshadow brush, which is what she recommends using. So let's just start that on the lid. That is a beautiful brown. It's not too deep and it's not too light. This is like what I would call my Goldilocks just right shade. I love this brush too. I'm getting another one. I must have one more. This is a perfect one and done shade also, as you can see. So this is the shade Flash Over. Let's deepen it up a little bit. I picked up a little bit more and I want to see how deep it can go. So I'm packing it on. To see how deep this brown gets, okay? So this is one layer diffused and one layer packed. And remember, to get more depth of color, you want to pack it on. You don't want to sweep it, okay? So look at how pretty that is. That is a beautiful shade of brown on my skin tone, if I say so myself. And I really like it. I think it's beautiful. I think this one would be a perfect everyday shade. And let's see if this pep is a little bit deeper, which I think it is. And we're going to use the pencil L. And I'm going to put, hey Shayla, how are you? We're going to put pep on the outer corner. It's much deeper. You see that? How pretty is that? Oh yeah, you're drooling over the TF1, but you still haven't bought it? You're hanging in there. Wow, look at how deep pep is, you guys. Pep is going to be that perfect outer V color, the perfect color to deepen your crease and give you that deep outer V that most of us love. That is beautiful. Okay, I like the smokiness of that shade. I'm going to take that right here on that outer corner and drag it in. Oh, I love that shade. That shade is beautiful. I'm going to venture to say that this is the deepest brown shade that I have in her collection. And I'm going to drag this down here. These are the latest Sonia G brushes. So I have, this is the eye set. This is the Traditions Kiyaki Eye that I'm using. No worries. Thank you for popping in and saying hi. I appreciate you. Oh, that's a good brown. You guys, that is a good brown. Let me take the TF4, and I'm not going to put any product on it, but I'm going to blend here so we can see how easily it's diffused. Thank you. This is the new Patrick Ta foundation that I'm wearing. Hey, Vanessa, how are you? Good to see you. Okay, Natasha, I'm loving this brown. This shade right here that I'm doing is called Pep. That's pretty. All right, so now we're going to take, I think I want to do Homey, which is this one here. And I'm going to use my finger because it is one of the metallic shades. And to get these to be high impact, you can use your finger, which is what I'm doing, or you can use an eyeshadow brush and wet it. So this one is Homey. And let me pick up a little bit more. And then I'm going to go and I'm going to grab another one to put in the middle because I want to see how they work together. Oh, that's pretty. Where's Pat's pen? Where is it? I think I have it here. Okay. Now I'm going to take, which shade is this? Hanker? No. Dynamism. That's this shade here. And let's put that here. Okay, actually I'm going to cover this one. I like that one much better. Oh, that one's pretty. I like this one better for the lid. I'm going to put the other one as the inner corner on this eye. So this is Dynamism that I'm putting on the lid right now. Oh yeah, that's pretty. Now let's take Homey, which is this one here. And we'll put Homey in here, this inner corner. Yeah, I like that it doesn't do too much. Let me grab a setting spray though, because this is the Urban Decay All Nighter, you guys. I'm going to pick Homey up on this brush and I'm going to spray it. I just gave it a slight spray. And that does give it more impact. It like woke it up, if you will. I'm going to go back into the shadow, but I'm not going to put any more spray on the brush. And I think this one will be a pretty everyday look. I'm going to go back into the shade Pep with my pencil L, and I'm going to drag it under the lower lash line to finish off this look. So Totally simple, right? Simple eye look. It can be every day. I don't think you would consider this glam, if you will. But this eye, we're going to use the shade Phenomena, which is this this shade here, which I think would be considered more of a glam, if you will. So far, I'm not overly impressed, if I'm being honest. Hey Sasha, how are you? I'm not overly impressed, but I do like the look. It looks beautiful. Um, do I have a palette that I could get this look out of? Probably. But if I'm a beginner in eyeshadow, and if I'm a beginner in Natasha Denona, would I need a warm? You know what I mean? These are some of the things that can be thought about when thinking if you quote unquote need a warm. So if I'm a beginner, right, I'd say this is a good place to start. Why? Because it has lots of neutral shades, lots of mattes, and some simple shimmers to start with. So is this a beginner friendly Natasha Denona palette? Absolutely. I would say it is. And the reason I say that again is because it has all these nudes and neutral palettes. So neutral shades. So if you're a beginner in eyeshadow, is this a good place to start? I would say yes. If you are a collector, then I'm sure you have shades like this over several palettes. So you may not need a warm, right? If you are a deeper skin tone, like myself, I think this palette is going to look stunning on us. However, again, if you're a collector, you may already have similar shades, right? So there's that. If you could get it on a discount, which you can save 15% on this palette if you pick it up at Natasha Denona's website directly using code SUNSARAY. Let me put that in there for you. So that saves you 15%, and I will earn a small commission. And I would love it if you were actually interested in the palette and you wanted to pick it up directly from Natasha. Then you could use my name as a code and you could save 15% there. However, you could also wait until Sephora has a sale, or Ulta as well. So, and if you, like me, shop at Beautylish and have bucks, you could pick it up there and save money too. I'll, of course, be linking the palette at each of those retailers that I spoke about after the live is over. All right, so let's use them, which is this shade here. We're going to use that on this side. And the shades appear light in the pan, but I feel like they come off deeper when you apply them. So just so you all are aware. So that's the shade Them. I'm going to pick it up again on the brush. This one is the one that I feel is close to my skin tone. But again, remember, to get it to show you higher impact, you want to press it, okay? So I'm going to pick up a different brush so that I can show you all the differences. I'm going to pick up a builder brush. And the builder is meant to do exactly what it says, to build color. Let me just find the one I want. Where is it at? Oh, over here. So this is my Builder S. Hello, Gold Deck. Thank you for joining. This is my Builder S. S just means for small. Okay. And I'm going to go back into this Them shade here. And I'm going to pack the color on. Right? To intensify the color. Now, I did not use any eyeshadow primer, just so you all are aware. The only thing on the lids prior to me going in with the shadow was leftover foundation. Okay? So otherwise, there's no primer at all on my lids at all. Okay? All right, so that is the shade Them. And then I'm going to take, Push. I think I want to use Push. But first we'll use Phenomena. So I'm going to take Phenomena on this brush. That's this shade here. I dug too far. Let's see. Oh no, this is the wrong brush. Oh Lord, this ain't the brush I wanted. Okay. No worries, we'll save it. So let's just tap here and I'll blend it out with my other brush. That's a pretty shade. This was the wrong brush though. That's not the brush that I wanted to use to pick that up. Okay. No worries. We will use this one. Okay. And this is the shade Phenomena once again. Let me tap into there. I'm going to pull my eye here real quick. And I really like the silkiness of this shadow. And I really like that shift. But I must say that I have several shadows that have this sort of shift. So for anyone out there who has, let me think which palette. I don't know what palette it is in, but there's a shade by Pat McGrath that reminds me of this shade here. That is beautiful. There's also the most recent color fix that came out by Danessa Myricks Beauty. The shade, what is it called? Let me see. I have it here. Flame, I think it is. But this is beautiful. And I think, let me see. I think I want to try Elm as the inner corner for this one. So that's going to be this shade here. And yeah, that's going to be pretty. Okay, I'm going to spray it. I picked up a little more. I'm going to spray it here. Ooh, my time is running. I didn't realize what time it was already. But no worries, we're almost done. Let's pick up a little bit more. I'm not going to spray the brush again, but I do want to put more here. Oh, that's stunning. All right, and I'm going to take my pencil L. And I'm going to go back into that shade Vim. V-I-M is how you spell that one. And it's this shade here. And I'm going to drag it under the lower lash line because anybody that knows me knows that I love a smoky lower lash. And I really love putting browns down here. So Thank you, Kat. That's so sweet. All right, so we've done 2 eye looks. How are you guys feeling about this palette? If you, let's look at it this way. If we didn't have any eyeshadow in our collection, would this be a palette that you'd be interested in getting? Thank you, Makeup Esquire. I appreciate that. And the reason I'm asking is because I've not watched anyone's reviews on the palette, you all, but I have seen the um, the YouTube thumbnails, if you will. And again, I specifically picked this up because I didn't see many people that looked like me with this palette, and I wanted to give us an idea of what we could do with it. Um, I feel that these looks that I did tonight, I like them. They're beautiful. Um, Again, are they anything, excuse me, um, outrageous? Meaning like, is this something that I can't find somewhere else? Probably not. But we all know Natasha Denona's formulas are absolutely beautiful formulas to work with. If, like I said, I know Kat said that she herself wouldn't likely recommend this to a beginner. But for me, I highly recommend for a beginner. And I'll tell you why. One, it's everyday friendly, right? There's nothing too in your face, if you will. Um, Very neutral girl friendly. If you're like me and you like color, but you don't always do too much with it, I think this will be great for you to have something like this shade to pop on every now and then. Something like, um, where's the other one? This shade here to throw on every now and then. It's very work, quote unquote, appropriate. I think this could work great for the corporate girl. This could work great for um, the everyday girl, right? This would be great for a mom like me. Like, these colors work great. Um, for date night, I'm sure I could spice it up. And so it's great for court also. Thank you, Makeup Esquire. Makeup Esquire says she thinks it's going to be great for court as well. Um, and yeah, I mean, I think it's beautiful. Um, so those are the folks that I would recommend the palette for. If you're a collector, then you're going to get it anyways, regardless, right? If you're a content creator like myself, I'm sure, again, there's something in our collections that we have like it, right? But for me, being a deeper complected person, this one I think fits us better than the I Need a Nude palette, which I also do have, and I may need to bring it out again. But I choose this one over that one, just based on the tones in the palette alone. So let's show you the eye look next to the palette. And yes, I didn't get the golden palette either, but there are, and I don't know, I need to look and see how many reviews there are out there with deeper complected folk on that one. But let's do some mascara. We're going to do my Chanel Duo here. The Duochrome Soju on this palette, it's pretty, isn't it? And I thank you guys for being here with me. Again, if you use my name, Sensoray, on Natasha's site directly, you can save 15% off. And again, I will put these codes and links in stories after the live is over. The foundation that I'm wearing is the new Patrick Ta foundation in the shade 19. Thank you, Sasha. And I may go get a sample of the shade 20 to try at a later time. But I think that 19 is probably going to be my best bet. And I know I've said it tons of times tonight based on the model. So please forgive me for being repetitive. But I know that there are some folk that may have just come in that need to know that information. So let's just put some mascara down here. This mascara has become my favorite Chanel mascara. It's the Chanel Inimitable Mascara. And I think that this one is actually almost out. And I'm so mad at myself because I fell asleep when I was trying to order another one online the other night from Macy's while they had that sale. I was calling the store and I fell asleep. Hey, Stacy, how are you? So there's that, but I'll get another one. Not a big deal. Yeah, I agree. I do think that I'm gonna pull up that shade again. I think that shade could get deeper. um this brown shade, let me see. Let me pull it up real quick before I forget the name of it. Oh, the sun is going down. I'm gonna try to get a natural light photo. Oh, thank you, Gordy. Have a great night, and thank you for being here. Oh, yeah, the Dream Palette. I love that one. I have that one too. I haven't pulled her out in a minute. I need to do that. All right. And I mean, I just love how the shadows blend with each other. I don't feel that I have to do too much when trying to blend them together. And as an eyeshadow novice that I am, I appreciate that because I'm not an eyeshadow expert by any means. And so I'm more of that everyday girl. You know, I love makeup. I'm that enthusiast who loves it. And I try to get them to look as professional as I can. But when I can't, that's why I love the formula, right? Because it blends itself. I wish I had a code for Chanel so I can get my mascara for discount. This mascara, if anybody's interested, and the base that I used are both Chanel, and they both retail at 40 US dollars. And they will also be linked for you all when I post this look. Having good food day is a must with these palettes. I absolutely agree because tools plus amazing formulas equal amazing looks. You all let me know if you feel like anything else needs to be blended. But when I open my eyes, I'm happy with what I see. And I hope you all enjoyed our time together tonight. As always, I did and do. And so I want to share with you that shade again real quick. Let's see. Um, the deepest one in the palette in my opinion, is Pep. So that would be this one here. This one is the one that I believe to be the deepest in the palette. And let me just go in with the swatch it again. So this is Pep. And I believe that that one is the deepest. Oh, that was not a good swatch at all. Let me go back in. There you go. That is the deepest in the palette. Hello, Shades of Ashma. How are you? So this is Pep, and that one is the deepest in the palette. And with all of her mattes, you guys know that you can build them up by packing them on. You'll get a more diffused look if you use a fluffy brush. But in order to get the highest impact, you want to pack them on. I am loving these inner corners. I'm loving the way these eyes look. Let me I want to add a little bit more of the brown here, and then I will say good night. That shade is Them. So I'm going to take a little bit more of Them to that outer corner to blow that out just a touch more right here. Again, this one is closer to my skin tone, which I can appreciate. Very, very pretty. Wow. Yeah. I think it's a gorgeous palette, you guys. So I'd say that if you're on the fence and it's one that you like, but you don't think you're in love or over the moon, use the code, get it at 15% off. It'll save you, let's see, it's $69. So 10% of that is $6.90. So you're looking at saving almost $10 on it, which drops it down to $59, which is less than most quads out there in the luxury beauty world these days. So once again, I thank you guys so much for being here with me tonight. I'm going to go and get some in-light photos while I can. I'm going to come on stories and say goodnight to you all. And then I'll be linking everything that we used tonight in stories. Love you guys. Have a great one. Bye. Oh, if you're watching on YouTube, everything is linked for you down in the description box. Thanks.